How many notifications would you guess that you get every single day? Now take that number of notifications and turn it into page numbers of a book. Think about how much reading you could get done. That's why for this video, we're gonna take my notification count for each day and turn it into page numbers and read a page for every single notification I get. And I'm really excited to see how it goes. The rules for this challenge: every notification equals 1 page. If I read more pages than notifications for one day, it does not go into the next day. I can use audiobooks because I don't care what anybody says, audiobooks are still reading. And I just really have to try my hardest to get every single page done for each day. Now I will say on weekends, I'm very busy, so if I don't get those pages done, it is what it is. I'll give myself a little bit more leniency on the weekends, but during the week, I have to do every single page for every single notification I get. I'm a little bit nervous to get started, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the video and see how it goes. We're reading Children of Fallen Gods. This is the second book in a series by Carissa Broadbent. The first book is gonna be Daughter of No Worlds, and this is the War of Lost Hearts series. I believe there are 4 books total in this series, with one of them being a prequel about one of the characters in this book and what his life was like before all of this takes place. Just to go over this book real quick, if you haven't read it, and whenever I talk about Children of Fallen Gods, it makes a little bit more sense where I'm coming from. This is a fantasy series. In this first book, we follow Tisana. Tisana is a former slave that escapes captivity. She then sets out on a mission to help her friend as well as other people that are held in captivity like she was. Ends up training with a grumpy, kind of reclusive war hero, and at first he does not seem game like at all to be helping Tisana with what she needs help with, but we figure out later in the book why he's so against it. They also end up getting a lot closer with the looming war and politics that are over their heads, which you'll see if you do end up reading this book, or if you have read this book you already know that. The epilogue of this book leaves us on a cliffhanger with one of the antagonists, so I'm excited to see how that feeds into the plot of the next book. So I did have 85 notifications for Thursday. So we have to read 85 pages today. It is currently 7:20 p.m. Oh my goodness. I'm currently on chapter 13, page 106. So we have a good amount of pages to read, so let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, I'm taking a break from reading real quick because I need to prep dinner for me and my husband. I'm making a barbecue pork mac, so I need to make the pork, and I'm making it in the Instant Pot because I don't have a smoker. So we're gonna see how that goes because I've never done that before. Okay, I finished my 85 pages for tonight. The mac and cheese is cooking now, so I'm gonna go fix the rest of dinner and then go to bed. Tomorrow is Friday. I have work in the morning until 5, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after work. I might go out with a friend, I might not. I haven't decided yet, but I will keep y'all updated with everything. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is Friday. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, so I'm really tired. You can hear it in my voice. I did not sleep great last night, but that's all right. We're gonna go ahead and do our makeup and get ready for today and get dressed and ready to go to work. And then I will be back to update y'all later. Alrighty, y'all, I'm sitting at the front desk at work, but there's nobody here right now, and I'm on break. So I just want to update y'all a little bit. I haven't been able to read it all this morning, but I did place an order for pickup from Target for 2 tall bookshelves. I already have 1 tall bookshelf, and I have a short, like 3-shelf bookshelf. So I ordered 2 of the 5-shelf bookshelves from Target, and I'm gonna go pick those up after work, and we're gonna turn my guest bedroom into like a little like reading room. We're gonna keep the bed in there just so whenever I do have friends or like a sibling over, I still have somewhere for like them to sleep. But we're gonna make it like a cozy little reading room, and I'm so excited. And it's gonna be like kind of a long process because today we're just putting shelves up today. But yeah, I'm excited to do that later and probably listen to my audiobook while I do that.
We haven't been able to read today yet, but I promise I'm gonna get it done. I promise. I promise. I'm not gonna let y'all down. I just got off work and I got off a little bit early today, so that's great. I'm super excited about that. We have our Target pickup order, so let's go ahead and drive back to Pensacola and see if it's ready by the time I get home. I'm gonna get a coffee on the way home, and then we're gonna go to Target and pick up our bookshelves. All right, y'all, I am home. I just about broke my back trying to get the bookshelf in here, so that was fun. This room is basically like a catch-all right now, even though it's like our guest bedroom. So it has like all of our clean laundry on the bed, and there's a lot of it, and there's also just a bunch of junk everywhere, so we're gonna fix that. Alrighty, we're gonna get started on building. I have my little helper here, and she's gonna help me, I guess. She's gonna help me build this bookshelf. Let's get it. Alrighty, y'all, I finished building the bookshelves. I have a 3-shelf one that's in my room right now that I'm using as like a nightstand, but I am gonna bring that one in here once I get a nightstand for my room and put it right here next to this one, and then probably have like a floating shelf or something like that. And eventually I want to get picture lights to put on the top of these just to make it look a little bit more like luxury, I guess is the word. Now let's go check where we're at. I was listening to an audiobook on the way home from work and while I was driving around like picking these up, so we gotta see where we're at page wise. So I'll be right back after I check that. I'm back and I have a little microphone now, so I'm really excited about it. So we're gonna see how this goes. I might not use it all the time, but for every now and then, whenever I feel like it will help. We'll see how it sounds, because I need to see how it sounds in editing. If it sounds really bad, I'm so sorry, but then I won't use it again. If it sounds really good, great. So I did not read 5 pages today. I'm not gonna lie. I only read 10 pages today. I just had a lot going on. It was Friday, and with building this bookshelf, I just got caught up and I did not do it. And so I failed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I let you guys down. But we're gonna try to make up the pages that I missed today tomorrow, because tomorrow morning I'm gonna be going to the bookstore with my husband. Really excited for that. But yeah, we'll see what books we get tomorrow. I think I want to go get the 3rd book in the Red Rising series, because I have read the first 3 books, but I only have the first 2 right now. So I want to go get that 3rd one. So we'll see. I'll decide tomorrow. So that'll be fun, and I will bring y'all along there, and we'll see how that goes. And then we're also watching UFC 325 tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. And we're going to get a pizza and snacks. She won't stop. Sorry y'all can't see me, but I'm sure y'all would rather see Riot anyway. And I'm going to try to get the page count done from today and tomorrow, because I missed it today and I failed y'all. I'm going to go hang out with my husband and go to bed, and then I will see y'all tomorrow. It is the next morning. We're going to the bookstore, and it is but cold outside, like freezing. How cold would you say it is?
Pretty cold.
Pretty cold. Alrighty, we'll see y'all at the bookstore. There's too many people in here and it's really busy, and I get really awkward filming. So just to give a little recap, I got my coffee. So far I've picked up 2 books, and I want to get, I think, 3, but we'll see if I find another one that I want to buy right now. The first book is 11/22/63 from Stephen King, and it's a science fiction book, so I'm excited to get into that because I've been super into science fiction lately. One of my favorite booktubers, Just Allie, she read this, and now it's one of her favorite books, so I'm super excited to see how it goes. And the other book is Loads to Love You by Allie Hazelwood. It's 3 novellas, but I'm also going to be reading Great Big Beautiful Life for book club, so I'll also update y'all on that. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, we're out of the bookstore now. I didn't want to film a lot in there because it was really busy, and I feel really awkward filming in front of a bunch of people I don't know. I feel awkward filming in front of people I do know. So I don't want to film in front of
a bunch of people I don't know. But we ended up just getting 2 books. So I got Loathe to Love You, and I am super, super, super excited to read this book because, like I said earlier, Just Allie, one of my favorite book YouTubers, she read this book and she says it's one of her favorite books now. And I'm on a science fiction kick. Like, I love Red Rising, but I don't want to get back into that yet because I read the first 3 books and that's like a really long series and it's like very involved. Even though it's great, I don't want something super involved. I want a science fiction book that's not a series before I get back into a series, if that makes sense. So I'm super excited to read this. Anyway, we are going to go to the thrift store. Right now we're at McDonald's. We're getting breakfast. And then we're gonna go to the thrift store because I'm trying to find a leather jacket because we're going to see a comedian tomorrow night and it's gonna be really cold and I think it would look really cute with an outfit. So I'll update y'all later at the thrift store or after the thrift store. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll see you when I see you.
We're back from the thrift store. I did end up finding a leather jacket, so I will show y'all that later. Right now it's washing. It was only $18. I was happy I could find a jacket in a sustainable way and not have to pay too much for it, and also that the proceeds that I'm paying for it are going to like a good cause. Anyway, today we had to fix the mistake from yesterday. I know I failed yesterday and I did not read everything, but we are gonna get it done today. I am trying to make sure of it. Yesterday we had to read 82 pages. I ended up reading 11 pages. So we failed pretty miserably. Today we have to read 83 pages. So we're going to add the 72 pages left from yesterday to today's reading, and we're going to try to get that done today. I'm going to try my hardest. We are watching the UFC fight later, so we have to go pick up some pizzas for that, and I do need to shower, but I'm going to read for a little bit and then go take a shower and then probably read some more and then hopefully get all those pages done. Other than that, let's go ahead and get reading. Okay, guys, so it's Sunday morning. I won't lie, I did not finish all of those pages. I did finish all the pages from Friday. So I caught back up yesterday to Friday, but I didn't do any of Saturday's reading. Once the UFC fight started, I kind of got distracted by that. I was trying to read like during commercials and stuff, but I was hanging out with my husband and just like enjoying spending time with him because we haven't really seen each other much this week because we both work. I won't lie, I probably won't be able to do yesterday's and today's today. We're going to see Bert Kreischer, the comedian, downtown later tonight, and we're going to get Thai food before and have a couple drinks. I probably won't have time to read that much, but we're just going to go ahead and do today's notification count and just call yesterday a fail. I'm sorry I let y'all down. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you can forgive me. Today we have 77 pages to read. I'm currently on page 215, so we're gonna go look at what my Kindle lines up with on my actual book just to make sure I have page numbers right and get to reading. We're gonna try to get 77 pages done today with how busy we are. Weekends are just busy. It's easier for me during the week. Y'all know how it is. I'm gonna set like a 15-minute timer just to get myself into the reading and then see where we go from there. I read for a little bit, but I didn't read very much because I went to Target with my husband and my family, picked up a new vinyl. I'm really excited about this vinyl because it's Tame Impala and it's one of the deluxe editions and it's gorgeous and I'm so excited about it. So we're gonna put this vinyl on the record player and then continue reading and see how far we get.
So what's something out together? All the nights we got together.
Okay guys, I'm all dressed. We're gonna go to dinner and then we're gonna go get a couple drinks and then go to the show. I definitely did not read all the pages today. We're gonna reconvene on Monday because I'll have more time to read and it'll be a little bit easier for me to keep up with. So, sorry. Anyway, my fit, I got on leather jacket because it's cold outside, black bodysuit, black and white polka dot skirt, and I have on my big Doc Martens. And yeah, we're gonna go see Bert Kreischer in downtown Pensacola and I'm super excited. And yeah, I may talk to y'all tonight, but if not, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
God. I was like, I already know that one. Give me another one. He's like, grab the money. I go, huh?
Alrighty, y'all, it is Monday. I am home from work. I read a little bit during lunch, and I also listened to my audiobook while I was driving to work and back from work. Yes, we failed the weekend. The weekend was a mess. The weekend was a hot mess, and I'm so sorry. Like, I wish that I could have locked in, but usually in the weekends I don't read a ton because I'm super busy because those are my only days off. So I typically like hang out with my husband or with my sister or my family or some friends or something. Where I left off on Friday was page 274. So today I need to read 51 pages. Okay, Raya's joining us, y'all. I just got a Lola blanket in the mail and it's super nice, but she's overly obsessed with it and I'm a little worried about her being obsessed with it because it is such an expensive blanket. We'll see what she does though. I mean, as long as she's not chewing on it, I'm fine. So to read 51 pages, I believe that's gonna take us to page 325. Let me go check where my Audible lines up in page numbers to the physical book because I was listening to it in the car and just got home. Alrighty, y'all, so we actually did read it today. I got to page 338, so we're ahead of goal a little bit. I'm not gonna let that go into tomorrow, but I probably am gonna read a little bit more tonight because I'm super invested in where this plot line's going right now. Things are amping up in this story and it's starting to get a little bit more fast paced. I was having trouble getting into it at the beginning just because I felt like it was like kind of slow, even though there was like high stakes. But now it's actually getting pretty good and I'm like not able to put it down, so I'm super excited to keep reading. But yeah, I'll update y'all where we're at. We still have tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then also Wednesday. And Wednesday will be the last day that we're doing this challenge, so I'll keep y'all updated on everything. But yeah, let's continue reading. Alrighty, y'all, so I read for like an hour, hour and a half. I was reading on my Kindle, so I came back to the physical book to be able to see like what page I'm on, and I made it to page 380. So we made it well past what our goal was today, so I feel like that makes up a little bit for like not doing great this weekend. I think I'm gonna put down the book for right now. I'm gonna go work on some editing and then also cook dinner, and then me and my husband are gonna watch Bridgerton because that just came out and I'm super excited to get into that season. But yeah. It's Tuesday, I just got off work. Didn't get to film a lot this morning, so sorry about that. Also, don't mind like my eye bags and everything going on with my face. I'm just staying up way too late recently and not getting good enough sleep, which I need to fix, but that's a problem for a different day. I'm about to head home from work and I have to go grocery shopping real quick for dinner stuff, and then after I get dinner stuff, I'm gonna come home and read a little bit more. I read a little bit this morning before I left for work, and then also listened to my audiobook on the way to work. About to listen to my audiobook on the way back home, and we'll see how far along the audiobooks and the reading this morning got me page-wise, but this is the amount of pages that we needed to read today. So I'll check where we were at this morning before we started reading and then where we're at now. Okay, I'm home from work, and since we read more than we needed to yesterday, we were starting off from page 380. We needed to read 44 pages today, so we need to make it to page 424 in this physical copy. Like I said earlier, I was reading on my Kindle and also listening to audiobooks like while I was driving to and from work. So let me check real quick about what page I'm on in the physical copy and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it actually turns out that we're on page 422, so we only have 2 pages left to make it to our goal today. I'm telling y'all, it's so much easier for me to read during the week. So I'm gonna go read those few pages and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I made it to chapter 62. I'm only reading one chapter right now because I have a lot of things that I need to do before I go to bed tonight. And I just want to make sure that I get them all done because I want my apartment to be nice and clean. So I want to go tidy up and cook dinner and maybe edit videos a little bit. I might end up reading more. I'm not entirely sure yet. It just depends on how tired I am. But I will update y'all later. And if you guys don't see me again in the next clips tomorrow, then I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. It is the last day of our challenge, and in all honesty, I am so excited for it to be over. Today we have to read 74 pages. I made my coffee, I have muffins in the oven, and I'm so excited about them because I don't usually eat a very good breakfast. But I'm gonna get ready for work, grab a muffin, and then head to work and I'll update y'all where I'm at.
Okay, y'all, I know the quality's bad, but I am in my car. I got off work and I came home and I rotted for a while because I'm just so tired. I didn't change. I'm just going straight to dinner. I'm gonna go get food at the bar that my husband's working at right now. Super quick, super easy, because I just don't feel like cooking. I'm gonna listen to my audiobook on the way there, and then once I get home, I'm gonna check what page we're on and see how many pages we have left to read. So yeah, I'll update y'all later. Okay, y'all, I did meet my goal and I ended up finishing actually this second book in this series, which is Children of Fallen Gods, as y'all know, as I said earlier. I ended up finishing it, and the end of this book is the biggest cliffhanger. I can't stop thinking about it. Originally, I was planning to wait to read the third book until after I read a couple other books, just so I'm not only reading this series for a long time. After the cliffhanger that it left us on, I immediately downloaded the next audiobook. I want to wait to get the third book, the physical one, because she's releasing or re-releasing with the new cover art for the third one in March. So for now, I'm going to be listening to it on audiobook and reading it on my Kindle. I actually did start my book club book as well. So the book club that I'm in, we're reading this book right now all together, and we're trying to read it around the same amount of chapters each week so that we can talk about it and kind of see where we're how we're feeling about it as we go through it, instead of at the end when we forget a lot of little details, and we just get better yap sessions that way. But I did complete my challenge for the last day. I know that we had a rough weekend for this challenge, but I didn't want to restrict myself too much and not be able to enjoy what I was doing and actually be able to read and enjoy it and not feel like it was a chore. I really enjoyed having this challenge and being able to push myself to read a little bit more. I will say I don't like having a number of pages that I have to hit each day, but it was fun for a short amount of time. I would not do it regularly. I like being able to just read what I want to read, because typically if I'm doing it like that, I enjoy it more, so I end up reading more, if that makes sense. Alrighty, y'all, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I can't wait to post more. I also did make a book Instagram, or a bookstagram, or a booksta. If you guys want to follow that, it's just going to be at Colby Ray Reads. I will have all of my social media linked down in the bio so that you guys can follow along. I do want to start posting TikToks and maybe some YouTube shorts, but we'll see. It's hard to keep up with kind of whenever I'm working full time, but I am enjoying doing it, so it's a little bit easier. Not an everyday type of poster, but it is what it is, and I'm just having fun with it. And if you guys want to follow along and have fun with me, just go ahead and do that. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe down below, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post, and make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot. I'm really excited to keep posting, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!